Sometimes it takes what squad. You can speak the body unique. Moving bells at this court disclosing. What comes after morning and how much you gotta cry. Especially how they got you back until it's time to ride. It's gotta treat folks accordingly. Live life accordingly. Turn up the bottle. Hit it with the Jordan. Hit it switch like cheese. Feel the sting of the school bully. See the smiles on my face. We like to look our best. Still with bad the 10 pins in this wild wild west. Busted guns got his tongue. I'm saying at attention. Frauds all on the run. Hear the tragic music playing. The dumb biggest swing on the don't fix what ain't broken. It is what it is. It's sometimes. Don't fix what ain't broken. It's what it is. It's sometimes. Don't fix what ain't broken. Sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes it is what it is. Don't fix what ain't broken. With a banger with fire, the nation flame. We high, go through the pain and plug to let it drain. We never do no complain. It's like a payment every time we arrange it, never leaving it plain. This is how we explain it, simple down to the cause. Ain't nothing to beat the ball. I'm keeping it with the there's no reason to with the plans back by proper blacksmithing on the James Harden, turn six and ball, holding on the bench, but that's my whole team, whole dream, whole mind, whole squad. Even if it's slowly just me, I still look the past. Gloves don't fit, trying to calculate it, plans. Be the option on the dash, by the product being fast. Distributed to the mass, encrypted the high wealth. So the flash can never fail, slip inside good health. We here to change your health, by the rivers filled by wealth. Woo! Sometimes it is what it is. Don't fix what ain't broken. What it is. Don't fix what ain't broken. Sometimes it is. Don't fix what ain't broken. Sometimes it is what it is. That's right, y'all. Sometimes it is what it is. I guess I didn't have that hooked up to the speaker. So I hope that y'all heard that song. It is what it is. That's the newest track out by Fire Nation Flames featuring Papers. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Thursday, the Comfort Level Podcast. We got our guests coming up. Guess they'll be in shortly. Let me close this off. What is going on here? Okay, guess we'll be in shortly. I sent the emails out or whatever, the connection links. Professional Asshole returns today. This guy, man, like he's on TikTok, like really blowing up, like, you know, and he got a lot to say, and a lot of the stuff that he say be making just natural sense. Like, if you have that, like, and then he brings some things to the light that you may not even have thought of that way, you know what I mean? So, I mean, he coming in, like, he stays down on his Instagram and down on Facebook, but we're live on Facebook, on my personal page, Janet Torrance, the Comfort Level Podcast. What else is we on? Oh, All About You TV, those Facebook pages. We're also on Instagram at the Comfort Level Podcast. We're on YouTube at Reality Music at the Comfort Level Podcast. So you can just reach it there. Twitter and or X, whatever you want, we calling it these days. When you say Twitter, people know what you're talking about.
and also Twitch. So nine platforms at one time. We're on 9. So that's what we do. And if you know that we're always looking for interesting guests. So if you have a story, a product, a brand, just contact me or Fire to set up your interview. So that's what's going on. We're setting up interviews, and also we also can set you up with interviews at other studios too. That's part of what we do because everything that we learn, we share, with people because we're learning from them. You know, I learned a lot from watching other people, do the same thing. I got a lot of tips from people on how I should uh, do a few things, and it's not all the time about doing it one way or the other way, because this is the Comfort Level podcast. So my stuff is kind of sporadic, and I like it that way. Sometimes I bring you some of the recaps, sometimes I bring you and just like that, I'm back. Instagram is having the issue. I did get a notification about that, but I figured that a lot of people haven't learned how to use this Instagram yet. Instagram has just been integrated into the system that we use on StreamYard. Pardon me, at an itch on StreamYard. So a lot of people are getting used to it. The first time I used it, I didn't know what I was doing, and it's like if you actually if you open the page, the Instagram page, it gives you a stream key. So you copy that stream key. When you go live, you click live and you get the stream key, you copy it and you put it in, right? So once you put that in, you can't close that Instagram page because once you close that Instagram page, if you close that Instagram page, then you have to get another stream key. So it become different. So I didn't really realize that, and I closed the page, and then I tried to go live again on it, and I wasn't getting anything. And then I read it right, and I guess I've been Gucci ever since. So what's up out there, Instagram land? Not too many people watch the Comfort Level podcast page on Instagram because it's new, and it doesn't. Well, it's building. It's not new. It's been about less than a year. The page has been up, so. I was doing everything on the Reality Music page because that's the mother company. I'm Reality Music CO, for those that don't know. Where is this dude? First of all, and second of all, you know what I mean? Let me see where he's at because sometimes people get crazy and they forget. So I'm going to send out a little text. Oh, I think we're getting cat in there, though. Let's see. Oh, let me say snap your fingers and see what's happening. All right. What's going on here?
Apologize for my tardiness. I really do. So
It's
unprofessional in me.
not even a big deal. What's up, professional asshole in the building,
Hey,
guys?
hey, hey, how you
Professional
doing?
asshole returns. Yes. So I was just telling the people, about being on the show and a little bit of shit that we do. That's all. Nothing. Just killing time, waiting for you to get here, see what you got to talk about. You know what I mean? It's
You got it
Thursday.
where we can get a little bigger on here so I can really see you.
You can't see me.
No, I see you. It's just we look small on here. In a way you can get us bigger, but it don't matter.
Well,
First
I
off, how
want
you doing?
you.
How was your day?
Wait a minute. Let me see if you can see what I can do.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. Now I
Some
see
shit here.
you.
I can do some shit here. Okay. we got.
Hello, Comfort Level Podcast. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You like it like that?
Yeah, I like it like this better.
Okay, you like it. What's the hat you got on?
Oh, this the little clothing line I'm trying to come out with, Delange.
The lingerie. You got a
Yeah.
clothing line and everything. I'm telling people that you big on TikTok and you make music and all this. You making clothes and everything.
Yeah, I still got you. I still got you on the shoes too and all that. I'm just trying to get all the designs in. The first headache is out the way. Me getting I got a few China people that, design things until I really learn how to work the shirt printer and all that other stuff. But for the most part, I want the quality right. But like I
Right.
was telling you, the lingerie basically, everything is self-expression these days. I wanted to represent, confidence, self everything. Because I really like the Fashion Nova line, how it's affordable, how everybody rocking it and all that. Everybody can't afford the major high end fashion. So I wanted to make something that people feel comfortable with. I got a few pieces I'll show you later
Listen,
on or whatnot. Yeah, but for
you
the
got
most part, just I thought it was a fly name, Delange, compete up there with the big names and all that. So hopefully we take off this year. If not,
so is
it
that
was
a
a good
name you
time.
just made up?
Hmm.
That's a name you just made up or it comes from somewhere?
Actually, it was from the first book I made, Misunderstood Diary of a Side Chick Hustler. That story was inspired by a stripper, well, exotic dancer that I knew back in the day, and her last name was DeLong. So I told her, I say, that's a dope name. I want to make it like a little, put some swag with it, Delange, like how you got the,
Yeah.
yeah. So she's like, yeah, do your thing and all that. But yeah, for the most part, I like this sound like a household name, Delange, so something simple.
So you wrote a book too?
First book was Misunderstood Diary of a Side Chick Hustler. Again, that was the inspiration came from the exotic dancer that I knew. And we had like conversations on the stories that she would hear, when she dancing for certain folks. Even though she was in it for the money, she said as time went on, she liked, the stories. She came specifically to work just to hear different stories from married men and lonely men and blah blah
She
blah.
liked
So
all the bullshit.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you
But
were sitting there listening to the stories or whatnot, and then her background, I was just asking. I was like, well, I want to create a fictional character, but real life story. So it started off
right.
as a 16-year-old running away from home, starting in the underground world of exotic dancing until she graduated and went to Hollywood and started pimping all the politicians and
Damn.
ballers and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a dope
Can
storyline.
we
It's
get the book
fictional, but
on Amazon? Because I just got 2 free audio book downloads. Can we? Is it on Amazon or
yeah.
Audible?
Yeah, I
Uh,
got it on Amazon, the paperback, excuse me, the
okay.
paperback versions. And what I want to do is I want to find a nice little female with a smooth voice or whatnot that could do the audio book. So it's just basically me trying to find the right people to, put everything together. And like I say, I'm lacking a team right now. So once that's been my whole thing and
You better
everything that's
carry
been
your
going
behind down. You better carry your butt down the ACX1.
on. Yeah, but for the most part, I'll try to get out all the hard work first, so everything will just be smooth. Because I believe in, what I'm saying, smart work instead of just,
Mhm.
stressing yourself over, oh, you want to do this and compete with this person. No, I just want to create a nice little, like my favorite author is Donald Goins. And if anybody ever heard of Donald Goins, he have a trilogy of, stories. And when I used to read them when I was in jail, I was like, you know, he a street author and all that. Rest in peace. I was like, oh, okay. So the Misunderstood Diary of a Side Chick Hustler was the first book, and I got the second one, Misunderstood Diary of a Professional Hitman at 14. So I want to make a couple more of them, and then you know try to, if you know everything work out right, my coins right, you know, make a little movie, you know, based on the
Yeah.
book. So no, it's just a
I
hope and
told
dream
you,
over it.
ACX1, they got
Mhm,
everything and all the people, writers, everything,
mhm.
movie sets, everything for that.
But
It's
for the
happening.
most part, for the most
Uh,
part, getting into it
but you don't
right
want
now,
to go
like
check it out. You don't want to go check it out tomorrow.
a lot of spooky stuff been going on. Like since our the last interview while we was talking, a friend of
Yeah,
mine who was driving a car got into a terrible car accident. I don't know if you looked at my
yeah,
my
I
TikTok.
know. You
How
had to
that
go
car
off
was? Did you see
to
how
the
the car
hospital.
was crashed in? Woo.
You had to
Yeah,
go off and run over to the hospital.
yeah, and for them to still be alive, how that impact was. Like everybody in the hospital, doctors, everybody, police, they was looking at them like, you know, y'all should be dead right now. You know,
Oh
when we
my
came on the scene, when we came on the accident scene, it looked like the car was, you know, coming down, you know, the wrong way, but the impact of how
God.
it was hit, you know, it spent it the other way or whatnot. And, you know, I thought they was dead, you know. And when I went to the hospital and seen them, yeah, they bruised up and all that, but for the most part, I'm like, y'all blessed. Y'all worry about the car. Like, we'll deal with that later, you know, pay me later. But for the most part, I'm like, you know, y'all should be dead. Like, still to this day, when I'm looking at that car, I'm like, wow, you know, how the impact was. And then if y'all didn't die from the suffocation from the airbags, the impact alone should have killed you, you know. But through the grace
Yeah.
of God, they still here. So, and then after that, my sister in Las Vegas got into a car accident. And you know, me and Hooch, we sitting there talking. He was like, Paul, you don't see what's going on? He say, nigga, all that shit you talking, you don't think something coming your way, a little bad energy or something? I say, I don't know,
Right.
man, but everything is happening, you know, this ain't coincidental, but like I say, I'm still gonna talk my shit, you know. That's what come with it, you feel me?
That's what
God bless them, they still
comes.
alive, but this what happen, this will come with it, you know, when you speak truth and all that.
Yeah. I see who's got his professional picture and all that stuff done. It was very nice.
Yeah, he getting it together. Shout out
Yes,
Hooch and all that. Mhm.
portfolio and stuff like that. Like he looked very nice. It looked like I really couldn't see it, you know, that like that, but it looked like it was written up very nice. You
Mhm.
know, some of the things that I did for the artists, you know,
Mhm.
some of them that was, you know, in the Wham, you know, I sent them.
Mhm.
I didn't print them out for those, but I did them and I sent them to them digitally so that they, you know, have something. I told them print them out so when you do your shows, you know, you have something to give. My artists,
Mhm.
I have them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I have
Uh-huh.
them. So,
Mhm.
you know, every time I went somewhere, I always had my artists. Shit, they looking at me, I say, here, 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 pass them out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you be
So,
lit.
it might be some people on here that's going to be watching or that is watching that
Mhm.
doesn't don't know why you have this name, professional asshole. You don't seem to be an asshole or anything like that. In fact, we're live on Twitch right now. They
Mhm.
made me change the title. It wouldn't go on with that title.
Mhm.
So you have professional A blank blank hole.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
Well, to answer that question, uh, you know when, and I like I said, I ain't trying to sound all politically correct because that's far from me. But you know when you sitting there talking your shit, truth and all that, people either label you ignorant, troublemaker, shit starter, and all that. So or asshole. So I just like, okay, I'm gonna be a professional asshole with it, you know, because today you can't speak any truth or whatnot. But yeah, it's nothing really serious behind it. It's just, you know, professional
right.
asshole. If that's what you go on, if I'm sitting here, we can have a decent conversation and you know, because
50 people can call you an asshole and you're good at it. Tell them if that's what
the super professional in front of me. We're good.
It depends on how you perceive what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can I ask you something? You know,
Sure.
I just found this out. Somewhere in Trenton, it's like a serial masturbator. It's a black guy. He goes into different restaurants. Yeah. We just got the call earlier. Somebody I know that work in Wendy's field. They found somebody. He goes into different. This is a black guy.
Now,
He rides a bicycle.
good.
Yeah. He rides a bicycle and he just goes in restaurants in the bathroom where people that's walking in can see him. Police been called on him several times and he never been arrested or none of that. And I'm like, damn, what the hell is the world coming to, man? So yeah, look out for that. If y'all in Trenton and y'all know who I'm talking about, or you know somebody that came across him, yeah, dude is like, you know, he ain't there. You just beating off everywhere you go.
So we had the professional asshole here on the Comfort Level podcast, and Trenton has the master masturbator. You guys, now that's thirsty. Okay, today's thirsty Thursday. Now that's being really thirsty. The master masturbator, guys, look out for him in the restaurant. If you eat now,
call him the serial masturbator.
Yeah, make sure you get a table. Don't get a booth.
People is losing their minds, man. But
don't get a booth. I'm sure he's in there jerking on, beating up to the boot in the booth.
What I wanted to speak on today,
they be miss cleaning underneath there.
Like, you know, kids and stuff be walking in there, and it's like, come on, man. Like, what is the world coming to? Like, I just seen a video that really pissed me off earlier, and I think it was in New York. Like, you know, they having all these migrants coming over here, and the migrants, they were like jumping the police officer. And, you know, I was mad as hell. I'm sitting there like, damn, you know, I remember there's plenty of times I had bogus police reports run on me. I ain't even damn near did nothing, you know, and I'm getting locked up and got homies and shit still locked up, and they beat his ass. They didn't get no bail. I mean, they ain't had to go through no bail, no jail or nothing. They just let them out and they went right back to the shelter. And I was like, yeah, something serious is about to happen here if that shit happened. And then when they got out of jail, you know, the cameras and stuff all on them, they throwing the middle fingers up and all that, like they was, you know, bragging about it, you know. So as I say, people need to, right now, if I'm a podcaster and all that, people need to alert folks of what we about to go through. It's about to be Gotham City out here, all them shows they be watching, Breaking Bad and all that, because it's a reason why they letting all these migrants over here. And you have to protect yourself and your family at all times. Real talk, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy, man. And it's
like we don't see as much as y'all see up in the big cities.
I ain't in the big city. No, I pay attention to everything. Like
what's
my people
up,
down in
Texas. What's up, Mills?
My people down in Texas at the border.
In here. What's up?
Shout out everybody.
Over there. We got the well, as you see, we got professional asshole, you know what I mean, here to let us know what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? Some of things make sense, some things don't.
Yeah, for the most part, like I say, I don't see how people not seeing what's going on. Like this is on the frustration is at the all-time high because you bringing all these folks over here. It's people out here already starving. It's people out here, veterans and, you know, folks hungry and all that. And you bringing these people here, giving them free everything. They moving the kids out of the school so these fuckers can get in here. And then, like I said, I pay attention to everything, especially when it comes to this. It was one guy, one of the migrants, he on camera, he basically telling like, y'all don't know my name now, but you're gonna know. And you know you got the vloggers, they looking up the information, and dude is a terrorist. They literally emptying prisons overseas and all that, giving them maps to come here in certain cities and all that, you know, to like either take over, start some shit, or replace us, you know. But this the conversation that make people annoyed. They don't want to hear and all that shit until it actually hit home, you know.
But they gotta pay attention.
Yeah, my people is in Texas right now. Like Texas is standing strong. That's why I tell folk, you got to be inspired and, you know, let that fear check your angry spirit, man, because if it's starting there, starting in New York, it's in Chicago and all that. My thing is, my only fuss was, okay, where's the Ku Klux Klan at? Where's the LGBTQ at? Where's the Black Panthers and all that? All these groups with power and all that, like what the hell going on? Like again, these are kids steady getting kidnapped. Kids is getting jumped and beaten, all that. Women kidnapped and all that. And it's like when is people gonna get enough and be like, all right, forget that you white.
You always hear, these groups that stand for this and fighting for this, but then you never hear the stories about how they stepped in and saved somebody. Or is that some private shit? You know what I mean? Because we're not seeing it. I think we should do that. It's easy to stand out and hand out food. You know what I mean? Because if you go and do it every week, the daggone people got all the excess stuff that they going to donate to you and let you give it away. You know what I mean? Because that's for them to write off. You know what I mean? So we actually do know the system of how this stuff goes. You know what I mean? It's just who's going to do it. You know what I mean? People gotta step up, and show up. If we're not showing up for each other, how can we be strong? Your back alone can only take but so much weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But if I stand next to you and I hold up some of that on the back, we can take double or more.
I wish you was in the live we did on TikTok yesterday. It was a powerful. I was a guest on there, and it was a grandmother on there just bawling, crying. She was like, "I'm scared. Who gonna protect us?" And seeing that's why I tell folk, I don't care if you racist. You remember Paul Mooney, rest in peace, when he was like, we need to set aside all this racism, political views, and sexuality, whatever, and come together. Get back to it later. But right now, seeing that, how she was crying and all that, and like I said, I'm just one of the type of people, when I see certain things, I get to thinking, okay, that could have been my mother, my sister, somebody in my family, one of my friends or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, it's going to hit to your doorstep. Like, people not realizing all these migrants they sending over here, they're giving them guns. In Jersey out here, when we went to the DMV, again, you already know the frustration when you waiting in line, trying to get there early, thinking you finna be in and out. They let the migrants just go ahead of the line. They didn't have to take no written test, no driving test or nothing. You feel me? They didn't have to take no written test or driving. They gave them their license. They gave them IDs. Now, again, if you're a thinking person, like, okay, you giving these people IDs and all that, you giving them access to do whatever the hell they want while they over here. Meanwhile, if we go over there and visit and do some fuck shit, we finna be somewhere stinking. You understand? So it's just like, playtime over with. If you say you a thug, if you say war, if you say you know what I'm saying, you stand for something and all that, this is the time to show it, because it's gonna come to your doorstep soon. And if you got kids and all that shit and people, wives and whatever you into or whatnot, you gotta protect them. Period. And like I keep saying, tough Tony shit or whatnot. I don't have no kids, and I protect myself and I value life to the fullest. So you come this way with that shit, you gonna have to show me what you're about. Period. Yeah, that shit getting crazy, and people they acting blind to the situation, man. Like, what the hell? How you don't see what the fuck going on? There's a lot of people losing their cribs. Like, I know you just seen that video of the Boston dude. I mean, not Boston, Baltimore. Now, Baltimore, that's a rough area, and the poverty level is high there. The dude, he basically out there, he had enough. Black guy, he like, damn, we can barely afford our rent, and you kicking us out of our homes, and you bringing these motherfuckers over here, and they living free and all that. Dude, like, damn, I work 40 plus hours and shit and still can't pay my bills. And here you go. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's got to be bait thrown out at us to get the Americans mad as hell for a civil war. No, you're not going to cause a civil war. You finna cause a revolution, because it's people out here that's tired. They not playing no more. And they going to strap the fuck up, and they going to be dropping these goddamn migrants.
You ain't got to worry about other countries. You got to worry about us. Right?
That's where you drain the swamp. You drain the swamp first. If you're scared, step aside. Because guess what? It's coming. And it's here. Right now,
Yeah.
I wish you can go down to Texas with me where my people at. These motherfuckers, they so deep down there. All those truckers, all those bikers, everything I was just saying, Texas. That's why I love the South so much. The South don't play that shit, man. You
What
feel
part
me?
of Texas is that?
They down in Katy, Texas, but they all out there where the border at, you know?
Uh, how far is
Yeah,
that from Austin?
that I don't know, because I really don't know Texas like that. I've been down there probably once or twice visiting. And
Because you know the
if you,
South by Southwest is coming up.
yeah, yeah.
You ever
And
go
I
to, you
want to
never
go
went
there,
to that?
but honestly, my mind ain't on that right now. And it's like
That thing is good.
I was telling my family and all that. I say, because again, everybody's scared now. Yeah, I get you scared, but
I mean,
again,
you
what's gonna
gotta
happen
be
when that shit come to your
doing
door,
the
man?
right. You gotta be doing the right thing. There's no need to be scared to go places if you're in the right place. You know what I mean? You can't be just going all willy nilly and think you gonna, pull up in the hood or wherever you're gonna pull up at and be, you know what I mean? You got to be handling business, get your business done, and get out of there. You know what I mean? If you're going to see family, that's where you're going vacation at, where the family is and where they tell you to go. You
Yeah,
can't be just wandering. You know what I mean? Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's it.
crazy nowadays. So you got to keep things tight. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Network is the best thing that you could do. You know what I mean? I haven't been going nowhere where I can't network. You know what I mean? That's all I want to do is go to different, and still you're still enjoying the same things. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? But if there's no network there, I don't really want to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah,
Like,
for me, it's kind of hard to focus on that, even though this is my passion and this how I make my living and want to rise as high as I could with it without the fuck shit added with it. My mind is focused on this matter. My mind is focused on this matter because again,
uh,
it's a lot of spooky shit happening on this end because I guess whatever I be talking, and again, these migrants all over here. Again, people not realizing they're giving them guns. You understand? These are people they just drain the prisons out over there so they can come here. You understand? So you put
uh,
a gun in somebody's hand, you know, and these motherfuckers already, I'm pretty sure they got all type of viruses and sicknesses and all that. Like it's no coincidence that they over here. You got motherfucking places where they got barbed wire at where you can't get in the building and you just let the border open. Like, come on, man. People gotta wake up and see what's going on, man. Or your ass will be dead.
well, they didn't listen to Trump when he said he wanted to seal the shit up,
Yeah.
build the wall.
But when
You're a
you talk
Trump
that talk,
supporter, right?
niggas gonna look at you like you are Uncle Tom or some shit and all that. Why is you voting for this man? He ain't racist. Why is you helping up for him? It's like dumbass. Is you not hearing what this dude saying and shit and all that? This is one motherfucking man going against a whole army. Right now, that's why I say every time I get on this camera, I say that's in the majors. Imagine what we going through now when you trying to talk some real shit. People don't want to hear the truth. They gonna walk off on your ass. They gonna look at you like, oh, here you go with this bullshit and all that. No, again, you have to understand. And you know, this is regular conversation for me. Like you last one, I was high as hell. I ain't people what you saying. No, I'm not never opinionated. It's just I talk on real shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially I
Right.
know war, not because I'm from Chicago and all that. And speaking on Chicago, like it was another Chicago person on that live we was talking. I was like, dude, do you remember what was that years back on the west side of Chicago, nigga? It was just big ass crates of gun falling out the sky and shit. Big ass crates of
Right.
guns. Right. And I'm
Right.
sitting there like, come on, man, peep game. That shit happened. What was that? I don't know the murder capital now, but every time they had a murder capital city, that's what the lens was on. And it was always spooky shit going on. But when people get to exposing and all that, it be our own people looking at us like we crazy, our own people turning on us and all that. And it's like, again, if this not your conversation, ignore it. Don't try to act like, goddamn it, you don't care and all that. Because guess what? Again, like I just said, if you got kids in a family, if I'm around or anybody else around, they're going to protect those kids and family when you're not around. So is you going to say the same shit if something happened to your people? You watching it every day. You think it ain't going to hit
Every
your doorstep? Yeah, that shit crazy, man. It's just people, I fucking hate people now, man. Real talk with a passion. Because it's like, what the fuck do you represent? What do you stand for? You understand? Like, I'm pissed off right now. I'm on some, I don't give a fuck if I live or die type shit. I'm protecting myself and I'm worrying about my people in Arizona, Chicago, and all that. Because every time we had this conversation, man, hey, I can't even sleep at night. I can't even damn near go to work because I'm worrying about my kids. I'm worrying about my woman when she step outside the door, worrying about this and all that. Like, it's real, man. And if niggas say ain't no war and all that, you know, ain't no sleep with this shit. Because you never know what's finna happen. And I'm telling these rich folks that I'm around, I say, what are you gonna do when these migrants come knocking on your goddamn door and they strapped and all that, trying to get food and all that? See, they don't, that's a different conversation right there. You think just because you tucked off here and all that? No, nigga. They coming everywhere. Yeah.
Mills Young says that they're scared of the truth.
Mills. Let me see. That's the light skinned guy, right?
He's on Instagram.
That's the rapper, right?
Yeah, he's a rapper.
Yeah, tell him shout him out. Yeah, I'm bad with names, but I remember him. Yeah, tell him shout out.
He see you. He watching. Yeah. He watching from Instagram.
Yeah, he know what's going on. Then you know, Jenny. This is what I be telling folks when they get tired of hearing me speak on that shit. I said, imagine what our ancestors went through. Imagine the Sandra Blands, the Marcus Garveys, the Malcolm X's, and all them. You know, like one people trying to like, yo, I get, you know, I can't. I'm not trying. What Pac say? I ain't trying to say the world, but
right.
Like Pac say, nigga, I ain't trying to say the world shit. I'm just trying to spark a brain and shit. Like, dude, we need to come together now. Like, if the Bloods and Crips did it, we can. You still got folks out here murking each other over dumb shit. Now's the time, nigga, put them guns to use. You feel me? That shit, the stories I'm hearing that's happening in Texas, that shit's like some horror stories, man. They not putting it on TV. They only showing what they want the people to see. Because in their mind, we're peasants. In their mind, hey, we tell y'all what to wear. We tell y'all how to live. We tell y'all what's hot and this, that, and other. Y'all gonna follow in on us. Right now in your hood, how many foreigners is in your hood? Plenty, right? And guess what? When the shit go down, who you think they gonna ride with? Period. Who you think they gonna ride with? That's all I say. It's plenty of times you got these women out here, they motherfucking helping up for them Chinese people so they can keep their hair, sake, whatever that shit is, you know. And it's like, you know, Johnny, I'm just fed up. My spirit is off. You know, I look at myself as a spiritual person. I feel like I'm off balance right now. My vibration is low. My goddamn energy, because I'm around people, they deaf, dumb, and blind, and these are supposed to be the educated and, you know, rich motherfuckers and all that. And I'm sitting there, this is what they tell you all the time. Oh, you worry too much. Oh, you conspiracy theories. Oh, bitch, don't you see what the fuck going on? I'm showing you here. Boom. Women out here crying. Please, somebody help us. My babies is missing. Come on, man. And again, I don't have kids, but I feel that compassion. This is your child. How many times when you go to Walmart and you seeing flyers of missing kids and all that, can you just imagine being helpless and shit? You hollering, where's my daddy? Where's my mama? Please help me. And you're around evil motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're around evil motherfuckers that's goddamn it. These niggas lame as hell and all that. They only doing this shit because they got a militia and all that, and they got the money and all that. And here we are, we outnumber these motherfuckers. How many times in your hood, if you seen pedophiles and all that, you beat the fuck out their ass and ran their ass out the hood? Speaking of pedophiles, did you know I just got into it with a bunch of cameras and shit in a store? We was in a restaurant eating and shit, and it was a story of somewhere in New Jersey, they beat the shit out of a pedophile and all that. And the dudes I was with, we was talking about and all that. And the white people, they came to our table and all that, was like, well, you can't judge and all that. You're pedophobic or something. And I looked, I'm like, what the fuck is a pedophobic? I'm like, so you really condoning pedophiles and all that? Well, it's a disability, you know, you can't choose who you love. I mean, what they say, love is love and something and all that. Now, come on, Johnny. If you heard that, how would you?
That's totally wrong.
Yes. Come on, man. How would you react if you'd heard that?
You know, I realize that they some sick people, but it's cruel. You know what I mean? And the reaction to it is different, especially, you know, if something like that was to hit your children, you know what I mean? But it's cruel. If they would have came up to my table, I probably would have cussed them out and told them to mind their business.
No, you'd have hit them in their damn mouth. And the only reason why I didn't, because they was women. But everybody around me, we pissed off. Like, for one, what the fuck is a pedophobic, whatever the fuck I was called.
Or whatever.
Yeah. And so I'm like, damn, you condoning this shit
against pedophiles, but I think everybody does. You know, if that's what you want to call it, I think that everybody has that same phobia. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, who likes one? Shout out to FG LaFleur, viewing in, tapped in from YouTube.
That's my motherfucking nigga right there. Hey, you got to interview him. When I tell you a catalog, I met him on YouTube. He just was throwing out music. I know him for some years now. I think, yeah, he'll tell you, he'll merch it. I damn near know this dude damn near going on almost 10 years now. Almost close to 10 years. I was following, he just dropping music, versatile as hell. And I was reached out to him. You know, with a person that, with a type of work ethic like that, they ain't gonna have no time for new folks. So I was looking at that from an artist point of view, and everything I sent him and everything he sent me, we knock it right out. And, you know, we had a music relationship ever since then. I never met the man. Never.
All right. Tell him to send a shout out to right here. There's the email, Fire Nation Flames, for the Bars and Bangers.
Yeah, he got a joint. It's called No Heart.
You know?
You heard me?
Huh?
He got a song. It's called No Heart. And it's like on some real life mad ass political shit. I'm featured on it. He fed up just like I am. I mean, he got babies and a wife. So when he sent me that joint, I think it took me like a couple weeks to get in the studio, because, you know, you got book studios out here ahead of time in Jersey and Philly and all that. But yeah, when you hear that song, it's called No Heart. FG LaFleur and Paul Man. Yeah. We talking some shit on there. Yeah.
I can break this shit right on here, and you know that.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we do. We'll break the record.
Hell yeah. No heart.
Got to come on. He's sending you some love. He's saying much love, my brother.
Yeah.
He's still here listening to what's up. What's up? So send that out, you know, if you want to come on, let us know. Tip us off some kind of way. Contact Fire. You need an interview or whatever, contact me. You know, it's all about the music. Got to contact her. She's doing that music thing for me. What we got? Bossy Chick 28. Who's that? He tagging somebody. What's up? So anyway, yeah, the world it's crazy. People not thinking about what's going on. You know what I mean? We just, even me, you know, I'm guilty, you know, but at least listen, I'll be dedicated to different stuff that I'm doing, you know, trying to do some good, you know. I only can do but so much, you know what I mean? At this point in my life, you know, I only can do but so much. I can still do some things though.
No, you're not a victim of it. I get everybody got a family and everybody, you know, they trying to survive this shit show and all that. But at the end of the day, I keep saying it's coming. It's coming. You know, it's coming. And my only fear is, because like I say, Lord knows I love, you know, promoting my brand and hustling with this shit. But I have to put this on the back burner for a second because I have to be focused. That penitentiary effect, it has to go in full effect now, because I don't know when I step outside my doorstep, am I gonna make it home? You know what I'm saying? Again, my mother and them is in Arizona. I have family in Chicago and all over. You know, imagine that phone call. Damn, you know, Paul Man, you know, little man, your son, motherfucker clapped his ass. And like I keep telling folks, I have to be extra on point because I'm out here by myself. That's what I was trying to tell you and everybody else when they be inviting me here and there. I keep telling people, I say, you know, this is y'all background. At least I know for a fact, if I bring you to Chicago, just off the strength that you with me, my people gonna show you mad love as if y'all grew up in the sandbox with us. Out here is not like that. I've had several people
You
tell
don't
me,
be going where I go, okay? Because it's not like that where I go. That's why I don't be going to where y'all be going. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to that type of stuff. Okay? That's not what I'm doing. You know, once in a while, you know, I have to come out and be in some things because, you know, I have my stepson is, you know, he don't even be in much places like that. You know what I mean? He's in better places, you know, but when he does, I gotta come there. You know, my artists, I gotta come there. You know what I mean? Certain people, I gotta come places, but everybody been stepping up their games lately. You know, that old hood stuff ain't really happening too much that like that. You know what I mean? Mostly, if it is, it's mostly studio stuff. You know what I mean? Because the studios are where they're at. You know what I mean? They gotta be in secluded type places or warehouses or different buildings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm not even going to that. I'm going to bigger events and stuff, you know, and bigger establishments. I can't. I'm too old for that. You know what I'm too old. You know,
yeah,
I don't do that many bars like that. I don't want to be in no bar and something break out. I'm just too old, you know. You gotta be
I'm saying like, see how you just said it through your eye? I'm telling you from mine. You remember the first conversation we was having when I was saying the work you be putting in. Again, you don't have to have beef with people for some shit to go off. They can just be jealous on he goes Schmanny in the building, you know, you a threat to my establishment, that type of shit. Again, a real artist in my eye, you going to put on your show, support and dip. You not coming in, well, for me, I gotta speak for myself. I don't come in thinking I'm the shit and oh my God, I'm the biggest in the room. No, I was told in Philadelphia, that's what get your ass killed, showing love. I had a dude sit me down and was like, nigga, I see what you're trying to do with black folks and all that, but here, motherfuckers don't fuck with each other. Niggas that's born and raised here is beefing with people they grew up with just off ignorant shit. And I was like, I know this going on around everywhere, but exactly what you just said. We're here on business. We're going to the studio session. We're going to network and all that. Again, when people come with entourages and all that, you can't watch all them because you work in the room. Somebody in that crew just probably don't like you, Schmanny, because your braids is better than theirs. You know what I'm saying? It be the smallest, goofiest shit. So real talk. So when I come into a place, again, just like back home, I know it's certain spots I can't go back home because I ain't been there in a while and I know niggas is ignorant. Don't nobody want to see the next person come up. You could be sitting here literally, hey, what I'm doing right now, the person that left the motherfucking village to get the information and resources to come back so we all can be on. Back in the day, that was like, my nigga, you know, whatever you need, we got you. Now, if a motherfucker got the slightest love, oh, you finna make it. Oh, you, even though it's finna benefit everybody, because you know my conversation, since everybody I met out here on the East Coast, it's always been we. I need a team. Hey, I like what you're doing. Hey, let me get you on this song. Hey, let me introduce you to some people I know. Hey, I got some money people that's backing me up. Like, let's just say, for instance, there was one cameraman I met in Philly. I was telling him, I was like, well, the person I rock with, you know, the people that be the establishment that be charging for a cameraman, they like be, you know, outrageous with it. I said, you can go get that bag. Not only can you goddamn it do this event that's good for your portfolio, and two, you can grab cars and shit. And motherfuckers like, hey, I like your style. Come here, travel here. My thing is, people don't like traveling. Every time you see me on this camera, I'm either in a hotel, Airbnb, this, that, another. My whole life, the past, I want to say a good 10 years, have been traveling, trying to make this shit pop. So if I'm going here, there, and everywhere, because again, I tell folks, you know, you can't really have a conversation with a motherfucker that never been outside their hood, their city, and all that. So when you go into this place, that's like you and them nice places you said, and you bringing motherfuckers there, they're bringing that mentality from that block here, thinking, okay, shit ain't gonna happen. No, dude, because they finna look at me now like, yeah, they finna look at me now like, okay, we can't fuck with you no more because of who you fucking with. You understand what I'm saying?
Guess what? Pardon my friend, you got me messed up, okay? Because I'm not the one. I don't go in the room thinking that I'm big or anything. I'm basically quiet and meet people and talk to them as it comes to me. You know what I mean? I don't really, I do approach, but usually it's a different type of approach that I have. I don't push, you know what I mean? Unless I need, unless it's really like I have to get this, you know what I mean? But usually it's not like that. And I don't take a lot of people with me when I do things. I don't take a lot. I don't do that. Just for those reasons that you said. You're correct.
And it's just not with hood shit. It's with these suits and all that. You need somebody that's gonna protect the bag. One of them motherfuckers that's putting you to the side, nigga. Anything motherfucking go off, nigga, I got you. I don't have that. Cause I used to be that for a motherfucker. Cause that's the bag right there. That's the golden goose. And nigga, shit, we grew up together and you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them type of people. My thing is when I say that to certain folks, they really don't understand what I mean. Again, I've been to several different places, invited by people. I didn't have to look over my shoulders because we had motherfuckers that was on lookout and they on point. My thing is, you can't go to certain spots these days, and I'm just saying it from an artist point of view. I ain't talking no street shit, no tough Tony shit on all that. The jealousy is real. I just said that. You could be a motherfucker coming in with all fake ass jewelry and all that because you look good with the shit and you bad at what you doing. Like my man there, we had a conversation, my FG LaFleur homie. When he was telling me when he be traveling and all that, I told you, it's no dick riding. The nigga catalog is longer than Train Smoke. Oh, I got he a Crip nigga, shout out. He like, I had to come in there with them goons, you know what I'm saying? Because you got motherfucking other artists be looking and shit instead of showing love and, oh, you a bad motherfucker. But let me show you how to do it on stage. Ain't no more of that competing and all that. Motherfuckers like, no, nigga, you still in the show. You getting all the attention. Yo, go clap that nigga. Go check his temperature. Go rob him. No, that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? At least what I can say when I just told you, he a Crip dude. Hooch is a blood. So when he brought me out to the Bronx, first thing while we driving, I'm asking because I had on blue. I said, I don't know nothing about Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? I said, do I need to go change or whatnot? He say, no, you cool because you with me. I told you.
Black and white, baby.
Yeah. And the Bronx projects he brought me at, it was blood everywhere. So he introduced me to certain people. Hey, this the artist I was talking about. Woo woo. We showing love. But he was telling me certain spots not to go. Now, again, when a person sit down and prep you on, all right, this ain't your element, this ain't your background, don't say this, don't do that and all that. Still be yourself, but be careful. You know what I'm saying? I love that because you know what I'm saying? You put me up on script, like how I would do if I'm bringing you to Chicago.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to go. I'm not trying to roll. I'm not trying to roll. If I can't be myself and I can't, you know what I mean? I know when you go certain things in certain situations, you keep your mouth shut. You don't hear nothing. You know what I mean? Certain situations. Yeah. But if that's common sense. When you roll with somebody, that's your position. You should know your position. If you got to be schooled not to do this, not to do that, not to wear this shit, leave me out of. Go ahead. I'm not trying to do all that. You know what I mean? Make sure you don't say this and make sure you don't say that and all this shit. Like, goddamn. I can't say nothing much because if I say the wrong thing, I'm clapped up in here.
Well, that's the difference. They tell you from juvenile, county jail, and I'm sorry to keep using that example.
In a room
you gotta know that. You gotta know the politics.
You done came up in a pool of red, all dressed in blue. Like, how did that make you feel?
They was all cool as hell. One thing I can say about in the Bronx, because for one, like I say, I like sightseeing when I go. Like, the Bronx got history. Like, we was damn near around the corner from Fat Joe Hood. Hooch, he took me to the Yankee Stadium. He took me here and there and all that. And I told him, I said, I say, damn, this is the shit I see on TV and movies and all that, So to actually be here and then meet certain people, like, yeah, you got certain people, they only fuck with their people and all that. But for the most part, I don't come come off with energy like I'm better than somebody, or I'm bringing negative energy. No, drinking, smoking, and we talking about music and all that. And at the time, I said I wanted to learn how to direct videos and all that. So I'm like talking with other artists, like, yo, if you need, I'm trying to get my portfolio right. If you need a video, shit, holler at me, But for the most part, like you just said, I know how to conduct myself and all that. It's just I like when people put me up on game, because you got certain folks, they will bring you to their backyard and have a motherfucker chin check you and all that to see if you really what you talk about in these songs and carry yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Me, if I bring y'all to Chicago, if it's an event on the west side and this Vice Lord's there, I have family there. Hey, these people with me. So while I'm here walking the room, doing my thing and all that, treat them like you treat me. That's what I'm on. But again, like I said, I'm not finna go nowhere in Camden if I'm not with Johnny Schmanny. I'm not finna go to Philadelphia if I'm not going to see Papers or a goddamn it Hooch or whoever else I know in Philly,
I'm not
because
in Camden.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like,
but anyway, let me put a shout out here to the viewers or whatever. I know we got a few viewers or whatever, but okay. Now, where's your comments at? Anybody got to step up, or anybody got anything to say into this? Because we all got to be living the same life. We all got to be living the same experiences here and there, or we all have something that we might want to say. You know what I mean? We all might. Mill's gonna say, he remember you now, and what's good.
Yeah. Shout out Mills.
But we got shit to say. Like, what are you mad about? What do you think people are being thirsty about? Not sharing or sharing, or what is it? What's bothering you today? Let's get it. Let's spill it. We need comments from these viewers, or maybe you want to tap in on what Professional Asshole is talking about.
Yeah. Check it out. Prime example, another one. I call myself mentoring a couple younger rappers, and they deep into the drill movement. They deep into the dissing ops on track. And I tell them, like, that's not the move. You have to perform in different cities, and it's just not your gang in this city, in this comfort zone where you at. See, my thing is, people don't have real people in their corner no more. They have the yes men and all these dick riders, and they looking at it as, hey, you the rapper and all that shit. It's gonna be you that's on the slab and all that. Now somebody has to be smart in the crew. Like, hey, that ain't the move, partner. You don't diss a whole nation. You diss the motherfucker that you got the beef with. You understand? But because the fans like it, and again, you in a crowd full of yes men and dick riders, they lean your ass to the guillotine. You understand? But this type of talk, get your ass thrown out the studio, or you ready to goddamn fight or shoot, So it's like, damn.
You need somebody to tell you that your shit is not fire when it's not fire. Mill said he be mad when he don't speak his mind in all situations. Well, sometimes, you have to pick and choose when you speak your mind, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes speaking your mind can get you fucked up. Get you messed up.
And it's not speaking your mind. It's truth. It's truth.
Yeah.
It's really not speaking your mind. It's truth. You telling the person, hey, you putting an hourglass on yourself, dissing this whole motherfucking nation. Again, I come from that drill era. I come from, hey, nigga, it ain't just BDs here. It's BDs everywhere. It just ain't folks here. Hey, chill that shit out, nigga. Talk to the nigga that you talking with. Because now, guess what? You not only putting your life in danger, you putting everybody's life in danger that's around you, family and all that. Because guess what? If you say you a stepper and all that, if a motherfucker can't get you, who the next person they gonna get to bring your ass out? Someone that love you, right? See, again, Jamie, let me say this before I forget. You got a lot of motherfuckers, they mind not right because they off so many drugs. These people, you see I say fuck a lot. All right. These folks, they be off perks, lean, every type of drug and all that. So The drugs is talking for them. Then when they come back to reality, they gotta be like, no, why y'all let me say that? And all that. No, fool, you grown as hell. You put yourself again as on the target list because guess what? You got clout chasers out here. Like that drug, that's the strongest of them all. That clout. They're sitting waiting to get easy stripes. You understand? So while you sitting here talking about dead people and dissing dead homies and all that, it's still people that love them and that's mourning over them. So while you on this track in your comfort zone, you ain't never been nowhere. All you know is up the street, round the corner, in that corner store right there. Once you step out that boy, you not gonna make it back home because it's real out here. That's why I tell folks, this ain't a game, man. You know, you can't see the move. You can't see the move right there. But I can I don't brag on that shit. Check it out. I don't brag on that shit because that's in the past and all that. No, that's a fucking bullet wound. Like when I say I come from that shit, you understand? We always ignorant at once. But again, people, we don't have OGs in our ear no more. You got the youngins trying to go against the OGs and all that. Again, that's why I like the Bronx out there. Because I was talking with nothing but old school niggas. You feel me? Yeah, I like what you talking about and all that because they like that conscience song that I had that in Heaven's Name. They was telling me the drama that's gonna come with that on the political side, and it's just like, damn, you can't even make music and talk your shit no more because you got worry on this end is a gun gonna be pointing at you. You got worry on this end of a nigga gonna backdoor you or set you up to get locked up and all that. Like I keep telling folks, if your common sense ain't on high alert at all time, you're gonna be on the slab because while you thinking these niggas that's around you, your homies and all that, everybody is hungry for that dollar now. And even though you the motherfucking cash cow, you the golden goose right now, they waiting to get next in line. That's my point. You feel me? While you sitting there thinking all this is real love and all that, no, they waiting to take your spot. And you the one feeding everybody. Damn. That's every situation I got into on the East Coast out here was me trying to ride with a motherfucker on some, hey, I like your skills. The little information and resources I have, I will share it with you. Because in the music world, people not sharing nothing because they only want to be on top. They only want to be the star. No, I'm not no hater by no means. If I see you a bad person, goddamn it, hey, you want to get on the track with me? Give me your music. I'll let this person hear it. FG will tell you, goddamn it, like when I met him, I'm playing your shit everywhere I go. Pooch, I'm playing your stuff everywhere I go. Whoever giving me music, I'm playing it. Hey, half the time I don't even be playing my own shit. This how real is. Half the time I don't play my own stuff. I'm like, yo, this is what you need to hear right now. Because at that moment in time, the nigga that's on this track, he's speaking on what's going on right now. You feel me?
Right.
Now, like we was talking last time when I say, yeah, it's easy to make the drill shit and all that. That's ain't no thought in that. Ain't no thought process in that. When you speaking on stuff that's really, really going on, you ever heard a song that, damn, it's like the soundtrack to your life? For me, it's a lot of Tupac music.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a lot of Tupac music for me, but on the underground tip, it's a lot of music that I heard, and I was like, damn, this nigga speaking my whole life, every fucking emotion I'm going through right now. Your average person, again, that's why I say the hate is so real these days. You got everybody who started off as day one steppers and real niggas. They fitting in with this bullshit that's out here just to be on the platform and keep the fans and shit. And I'm like, do y'all know the fans get y'all fucked up because they egging on this beef shit? And once you're dead, what they gonna do? Write a Q stat, and they on to the next shit show. You feel me? Yeah. So you just gotta be smart, man. When I don't show up at certain spots, every time I get that call, yeah, huh?
Nah, we got a couple more people join. Playoff Kev and Lissa from the Adult Talk podcast. Remember we did a podcast with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some what's the name? Good storytellers. You know what I mean? So I'm one that's into lyrics. I like listening to lyrics that really tell a story, you know what I mean, and have meaning to it. Yeah. So it can't always be what's going on in the hood or always some miserable stuff that's going on with you or whatever. You gotta, I'm gonna put it this way, enlighten your world. Like That's what you have to do. You have to enlighten your world. You know what I mean? I don't care if you have to pick up a book you ain't never been to Paris. You pick up a book and read about it and maybe write and sing about something beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The reason why I keep going off topic,
You don't
did that
have, a lot of people like, okay, when we get to the part where you say it's dangerous going here, you know, or you can't afford to go here or whatever, for whatever reason or whatever, those are the type of things that you gotta do. You know, you gotta pick up a free travel magazine in the doctor's office or in the on the Wawa stand. You know, they got magazines or something. You got to pick it up. You got to, you know, you got to something. Pick up go online. You don't have to pick nothing up. You go online and get some of these news headlines or do something. You know, you have to do something. Yeah, really do something. You know, incorporate some of that stuff into your videos as well.
Yeah.
You know, and you can actually seem like you're a little worldly, you know, by changing what you're doing now. If you're stuck in that neighborhood type street corner music,
and that's fine. Not knocking it. I'm just saying, know what come with it.
Take some practice. It takes some practice. I don't make music, but I know people who write lyrics and they getting it from somewhere. You know, it's, you know, some of it is natural. It's in their heads, you know, but most of them been places. So what's up, Films? MDD in the building. MDD Films out of Pennsylvania. So, you know, it's a lot of things that you can do. You can't rely on, you know, a lot of that old stuff. And being safe is the number one thing that most people worry about that keeps them, I'm gonna call it home, you know, at their home bases and stuff like that, you know.
Because they know that's the people want to hear. They know it's the people want to hear. Again, there's plenty of songs and then plenty of artists I've seen when they come with their conscious music and music with messages in it, the crowd just sit and look at them. As soon as you turn on this goddamn drill shit, boy, woo, they turn the fuck up. That's what I say.
But how many times, shit.
When I say I'm for the youth,
artists, wait, go ahead.
No, I say I'm for the youth. You know what I'm saying? They dying faster than we was when we was coming up. My thing is, like I said, you can make what music you gonna make, because again, you catering to your audience. My thing is, a lot of these folks, they don't know what come with it, and I keep telling them, because a lot of people that I met out here, as far as the youngins, they King Von fans, and I keep telling them, like, you know, everybody that y'all worshiping and all that, they're dead. You know, everybody that you worshiping right now. My thing is, you remember back in the days before you were getting to a spot and you looking at everybody like, we going in here together and we coming out. You my eyes, I'm your eyes and all that. My thing is, I don't need to be in a fucking crowd if I'm the only one going to jail every time and I'm the only one getting shot at and fucked up and stole off on. You feel me? What the fuck I'm in the crowd for? So obviously, these people I'm with, they want this shit to happen, right? Again, a person will get mad at you for helping them. A person will ask you for something, and then when you give it to them, they still find a reason to goddamn beef with you and all that. That's why I say this is a new game. It's the same shit show. It's just, you know, again, the jealousy. The jealousy is real. Sometimes, remember when you said when you and Papers go to a show, y'all peep game, you seeing what songs, you bringing extra songs so you can see, okay, this is the crowd, like, let me switch the vibe up, you know, this type shit. Yo, let me play this. That's how I am when I go to them shows. I'm sitting peeping game before I start interacting and all that. I'm watching who walking by the door, I'm watching who got their hand in their pocket. I'm watching this because ain't no damn security at none of these spots no more. So I'm like, okay, this motherfucker's on. Like prime example, what's that city in Philadelphia? It's right damn. It's just on tip of my tongue. That's where they had a Next to Rise and stuff at. It's right there in that one little city right there. It's like 15 minutes outside of Philadelphia. It'll come to me as we talking. But anyways,
Chester.
I remember, huh?
Chester.
I went out there for one. I went out there for one little Next to Rise thing, and no diss to Next to Rise, but they ain't got their shit together. I went out there and I was just watching how motherfuckers was getting super lit, ready to send some shit up. Nigga, this is a place of business. This can put you and your family on for life. These people is giving you an opportunity to, showcase your talent and, come up. I just was sitting there watching all the bullshit that was just around there. And I'm like, niggas is paying their money. It was dudes traveling from Virginia, goddamn everywhere to be at this event. The damn show was late. It was all type of technical difficulties. And I'm sitting there like, this ain't professional. Like, man, whoever the owner, I ain't gonna say the owner, whoever it was, we was arguing like a motherfucker.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Riley Cradle.
Right. He remembered me, Paul Man, because we was going back and forth in that damn email. And I'm sitting there like, because you got to do an interview. You got to do the little spitting the 16 on a beat or whatnot. All that was cool and all that. But I was just looking at the setup and all that. And I'm sitting there like, I know people going to have problems here and there in shows and all that. But it was just all wrong. And again, no diss to them or whatnot. But it was just like, damn, motherfuckers travel long motherfucking distance and shit. And y'all sitting here with this. That's what I'm talking about. When you coming in a spot, and I was seeing everybody, they went to their trunks getting their guns out and all that. I'm like, I'm the fuck up out of here, man. I'm like, damn, really? At least when you in Chicago and you doing that, security finna beat your ass up. And then when you get outside, nigga, motherfuckers finna escort you off the property and all that. Because again, they putting too much time, effort, and money into this little hour and a half showcase for ignorant people to just come in here and fuck it up. You understand? That's just on that side. When you come out here with these suits and ties and all that, you got to worry about at this hour, you about to see some freaky shit and motherfuckers finna try to tip. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too, like, I hate the politics that go with this rap shit. That's why I say I miss the old school days when motherfuckers doing house parties, block parties and all that. Now it's like you damn near got to sell your soul and do this just to get on the platform and do this and all that. That is frustrating. And guess what? When you coming in there with about 30 rappers and all that, and it's only you and 4 or 5 others walking out, you know what they doing. You feel me? And you sitting here like, well, that ain't none of my business. No, because if they making them do that shit, they gonna think I'm gonna do that shit. They gonna think all these other people that's coming in that really want to do this shit, they got a heart and passion for it, they gonna bend over and all that. No, it don't work like that. And a lot of these motherfuckers, they fucking it up for niggas like us that really want to do this and they know who they are. Period.
Believe it or not, he was one of the first promoters that I worked with and took my artists to a lot of his shows from here to Virginia. And a lot of stuff. It was, very young in the career and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do any more of his shows or whatever for mostly for those reasons that you talked about. It's just too much
extra shit for no reason, man. For no reason.
I go way back to Fifth and Burke.
Mm-hmm.
With this mug, you know what I mean? Way back before the roof fell in.
Like I say, I don't know them in particular, and I'm off them because I don't want to seem like I'm dissing, the empire or whatnot. I'm just saying, I use that for example. Like, these is supposed to be respected people that been in the business as X amount of years they've been in it. I would expect a setup to be, better than how it was and all that. My thing is, when we was throwing basement parties and block parties and all that, we made sure, because again, you want that event talked about that whole summer, right? You want it where
Mhm.
when motherfuckers hear, oh, we going over there. Oh yeah, we about to turn up. Yeah, ain't no bullshit or none of that. My thing is, it's like I say, different eras and all that. It was still bullshit in every era. You still had your ignorant folks and all that, people beefing and all that. My thing is, nigga, leave that shit outside the event. Don't fuck up people money. Don't fuck up people lives and all that. Because at the end of the day, people got people relying on them. They got a whole city and state on their back. They got a whole neighborhood on their back. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people,
Yeah.
they represent their hood and all that. But you just saying that to look cute on songs and in your interviews and all that. No, nigga. Remember when I kept telling you the reason people have to check in? When my girl at the time took me out to damn, if hey, LaFleur, if you still on here, what's that? I think it's Oakland or something. When you cross that bridge leaving San Francisco or whatever, when you come step over there, you better have your shit together. Cause and she was schooling me too. She like, how you be hype on stage and all that. This is a different type of world over here. You still can do you and all that, but you know, motherfuckers, when they see that, they're gonna think you challenging them. You know how you be wild on stage, performing and all that. One thing I respect about California people, you know, California is strictly for California. Like how you got East Coast strictly for East Coast. So I see why certain beats be popping off. My thing is, they have people check in because they will allow them in their city and all that to do a show, and then they'll go get on camera and shit, acting like they run their city, all because they had one good night there and all that. You feel me? So when people start looking, you know, again, they busy looking at the surface. I'm the person, I get to the root of the problem. I say, dude, do you see why the drama coming your way? Again, you turned up on all them drugs and these yes men and all that. They allowed you to make money in their city. They allowed you to come there and fuck their women. They allowed you to come here and do this, that, and the other. And you get on camera shitting on their hood and all that. Like, again, it's still people taking care and putting money in their own hood, trying to goddamn it keep it, you know, afloat and all that. And here you is disrespectful as hell. And that's my thing. People is disrespectful. I come from the time and era, nigga. I'm a man's man. I'm my brother's keeper and all that. Nigga, if I say I love you, I got you. That's the type of person I am. I'm not finna go. I'm gonna be the same way behind your back like I am in front of your face. God said high, devil sit low. My thing is, these days, you got niggas, dog. They motherfucking, they might well chop their dick off and be females, dog, because that's how they acting. Damn, it's real talk. It's like, come on, boss up, man. Again, everybody that I brought to my city, nigga, you never came back saying, oh, Will tried to set me up and all that. No, nigga. If you got more attention than me, if you smoke me on the record or whatnot, guess what? That record finna be hotter. That's the reason why I put you on that motherfucker, you know? But you got the egos and all that. And you got the motherfuckers that just, they don't know how to act when, you know, it's showtime and when the curtains close. Hey, snap back into reality, you know? Niggas be in character 24/7, like I always keep saying. They're the ones I try to stay far away from. And these is the people that people always want me to meet. Well, you need to meet this person and all that. So when you don't want to meet somebody, they thinking that you uppity automatically right there. No, it ain't that. I just know the drama that nigga bring. You feel me? You not in this for the music and all that, nigga. You trying to shit on a person. No. I keep telling folks, it's easy to take it to beef. Who the fuck want to beef? If you've been beefing your whole goddamn life and you moving away from certain spots to get away from that, come on now. You just a motherfucker waste of life. No, I'm not finna be around that shit no more. Call me uppity or whatever, nigga. I've been through that. I've survived that shit. So while I'm talking to the youth now, I'm letting them know, nigga, ain't nothing but mental hell coming from that shit. Guess what? When you get locked up, nigga, ain't no guns. You in there throwing them motherfuckers, nigga. When you get up in there, nigga, you saying all that on the record, nigga, they gonna G-check your ass in there. So again, my thing is, we need to save the younger people that's coming up on us. We don't want them to go down that same road. You know, man. Right. You dig? That's I keep talking the same shit because it's real and it's repeatedly happening. Like, I get tired of if I just talk to a homie and they ass dead, you know, all because they supposed to been around OGs. The OGs is failing the youth. Let's keep it real. The OGs are failing the youth. They still think they in their goddamn prime and youngins and shit and all that. No, people don't know how to step aside and be like, all right, youngin, go do your thing. I got you. Just be smart about it. Like I say again, everybody want to be top dog and all that. Yeah, that's cool and all that, nigga. But that candle, that flame gonna burn out. You feel me? People just dumb these days, man.
They don't know how to handle the youth.
A lot of them niggas scared of the youth.
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say that too. They scared.
Yeah, they scared of these niggas. Think about it. You was young. Didn't you hang around number old people? That's how I was. I wanted to be around old people. I hated hanging around people my age and younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did. I hung around older.
because we
Yeah.
got the game from them. People don't want to share the game no more. You know, we got game from our OGs coming up. You feel me?
Yeah, and then I tried to give the game to the younger ones, but they don't listen to me. Don't nobody listen to me. So I you know what? I don't even care no more. That's why I do the podcast, to bring people on so that they can listen to them. You know what I mean? Bring it
People gonna help
out.
you
You
back.
know, let's get comfortable. Let's get comfortable and talk about things that's not normally talked about, or let's talk about things that's normally talked about. You know what I mean? Just people have different perceptions of things. You know what I mean? We having a normal conversation, about things the way you feel. A lot of the points, is I can say it as a disclaimer, is not necessarily, the views of the Comfort Level podcast or my viewers, but and a lot of things we do agree with, but that's neither here nor there. It's the point that we feel comfortable enough to get it out there and let people hear it. You know what I mean? And then maybe that can start a trend and get things popping. You know what I mean? From some of these suggestions, opinions, feelings, just words.
Exactly.
It's heavy. It's heavy. Like we said, the weight is heavy for one person, and it takes more than just one. And I start off listening to you. Somebody gonna listen to me, because this conversation, just because we having it here tonight between, well, people are listening, but it's me and you here right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to carry on when I'm talking to other people. Yeah, I had the bull on my podcast the other night. We was talking, you know what I mean? That's a trickle down effect.
You
It
can't even
starts.
have conversations with people no more. You can't even have a conversation with people no more. You can literally be talking in general, and niggas is putting themselves in everything you saying, getting offended and all that. And it's like, damn.
Oh, you hit it, you went there.
Real shit. You sitting there like, bro, we smoking and drinking. We talking regular life and all that. That's my thing with people. That's why I say people with money, you feel me, that don't change their motherfucking common sense if they have some. My thing is, bro, I'm talking in general. You sitting here putting everything, well, you sneak this, nigga. I don't do that. If I say something once, I say it 1,000 times, nigga. I'm talking about how I see life through my eyes. My thing is, though, you can agree to disagree. First off, I'm coming to a conversation saying, hey, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm not trying to say I know it all, because I don't want to know it all. My thing is, though, this is conversation. Put your phone down for a minute. Let's talk some real shit. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, how you coming, what I say ain't law. Let me put that out there. Put that as a disclaimer. What I say ain't law. All I'm saying is, hey, when I talk, I'm trying to give you a higher perspective, a different point of view, and how I see things. I'm not finna talk on nothing I never been through, don't know, or goddamn it, just to fit in with the conversation. Because guess what? As much as I'm talking, you're gonna hear me listening a lot, because I'm sitting there learning. Oh, well, yeah, that's some real shit and all that. But nowadays, you gotta be careful what you say around folk. Because again, everybody carry guns. And it's like, again, today's men are beyond sensitive. And it's like, bro, let's put the little slow motion button on real quick. I'm not about to let this 15-second situation get me or you 60 years or dead, all because you're not an understanding person and you not trying to hear everything I'm talking. You just want to talk so you can, talk back and talk at me and all that now. So I'm one of them types. I guess that's offensive these days. All right, go ahead. You had that. I'm up out of here. You feel me? When I start seeing the energy shift and motherfuckers get to looking at you like, who the fuck is this nigga? That's what it is all the time. When I be going certain spots and we talking this right here, motherfuckers be looking. So when I see that, again, it's easy to jump on tough mode shit. No, because at the end of the day, but these days, you dead, or again, you about to go to prison. The same folks that niggas is praising and all that, because they got the money. Because a lot of these motherfuckers, they fall in line for the money. They worse than these fucking women these days. They goddamn it want to stand next to the nigga with money. You praising and worshiping another nigga hustle. That'd be my problem. Like, nigga, this whole conversation, you talk about another nigga. Let me hear about you. You know what I'm saying? You worse than a motherfucker religious person. Yeah, homie doing his thing. Do you think he over here talking in his conversation about you like how you dick riding his ass? That'd be my whole thing. My thing is, partner, we sitting there talking about how you just murdered that song. Damn. That went from niggas be thinking they knowing everything. That's why I hate out of towners. That's the thing right there, man. I was just saying everything that leading up to this. I hate these old, like, for some reason, and let's keep it real, the few Philadelphia people I met, they hate the fuck out of Chicago people. For whatever reason, I guess some Chicago people came up here on some bogus shit, but I know a lot of old school Muslims out there. I know a lot of motherfuckers with the knowledge and all that. I feel comfortable around them. Now, like I say, Hooch brought me to certain hoods around there. Thank God they was cool, Liddy and all them, shout out. And who else I met? It was other few people he introduced me to. But like a lot of the rest of niggas, I will sit back and watch while we recording or while we talking when they just be sitting watching, you know? And I'm sitting there like, damn, you know, now I can, because like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I can feel when the elephant in the room, when motherfuckers talking behind your back and shit and all that. So I do what I got to do. All right, I'm up out of here, bro. Motherfuckers be on just goof ass shit for the wrong reasons. You feel me? Like, dude, I don't need your woman. You feel me? Dude, I don't care what you got going on. My thing is, I asked you, I heard you over there freestyling to the beat we was playing. Do you want to jump on it? That's my thing. I guess I show too much love. My thing is, if we sitting there getting ready to record some shit, and who should tell you this? Because the little homie Rhymes of his, the little dude on that Right My Wrong song, when we was going over the song before we went to the studio, I'm hearing him harmonizing. And I'm like, hey, you want to hop on this joint? You know what I'm saying? For real? Yeah. Boom. Got on the song, hot. Person I am. You feel me? If we can make something come together, like, again, we're in the studio. My thing is, hey, if you hear something that I don't hear, let me know. I'm one of them types, if I'm gonna fuck up on purpose to see if people really gonna be like, nah, that ain't it, bro. You know you can go harder than that. Compared to a motherfucker just sitting there, no, get the fuck out of my session. This is my paid session here. You know, I want everybody involved in the shit. Again, I want a hit record. I want to make something pop. I'm that type nigga. I don't give a fuck if you sitting in there, if you freestyling or whatnot to it and you harmonizing to it, you liking it. Obviously, you want to get on the song. So I'm noticing, like, damn, Will, you show too much love. Hooch even said it. Will, you can't be doing that when you come out here to Philly, bro. You know, niggas don't fuck with niggas out here. The fuck y'all call brotherly love for? Nigga, I love Philly. You took me to Fresh Prince area, Lil Uzi Vert area, and everybody. I didn't even know Jill Scott was from out there. I'm sitting there like, we driving around. Yeah. Me and Hooch, like I said, that summer. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So again, I told you I like sightseeing.
Yeah, but
so
all you did was offer him to hop on the song. And Hooch said you can't be doing that?
No. Hooch be watching when I be talking with certain people. And he be saying, Paul, I done told you, you can't be coming here showing love. Niggas either try to use you or motherfuckers will set you up. You not from out here. I can't help but respect that. You put me up on game. Obviously, you know these niggas and you grew up around them. So, again, I be caught up in the moment. Think about it. When you're in a studio session and all that, you want the song perfect. So if I'm hearing, again, a person freestyling or harmonizing, humming to it, hey, you want to jump on this motherfucker? You know? Now, by the grace of God, a couple times I did that. You know, they got on the song. It was a hit. But for the most part, while we driving back, Hooch would, that's that Scorpio in us. He gonna let me know, hey, twin, I get, dog, you want to bring everybody together. I get your heart and all that. But niggas do not fuck with niggas out here. I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, okay. And then, too, the dude that set me down, he was like, nigga, you know, Philly don't fuck with niggas like that, you know? I can't help but respect it. I'm not from out here. My thing is shit, okay, I did my part. I'm coming in showing love. Because, you know, you got a lot of egotistical motherfuckers when they come in the studio. You know, they booting everybody out. Hey, you know, I like that vibe. I like the process. That's me. I love that process. I love the chill mode. Hey, if I'm not rapping, if somebody on the mic and they stumbling or whatnot, hey, let me roll you up a blunt. You want me to go to the store, get you something? Nigga, I don't, that's just me. I'm not that type to think my shit don't stink. I'm on a high horse now. I'm vibing with you with this song. Even if I'm not on the song. If I see you stumbling, again, this where the problem come in at. You in here with all your niggas. They see you stumbling. They see you getting aggravated and all that. Hey, whatever you need, partner, I got you. It's a food truck out there. You want some food? You know that? Whatever's gonna make you comfortable to deliver this verse. And guess what? Afterwards, hey, my nigga, you know, that's what's up. Now, here's the problem. When they go to they niggas, damn, nigga, This nigga don't even know me and shit. You see that type of shit. See how that little you showing love can lead to other motherfuckers just like that. People don't look at stuff like that. People don't look at stuff like that. So again, before I even got behind the mic, I was a studio rat. I just love the process. When I was a shorty, I just want to be around. Hey, you want me to go get you a pack of cigarettes? Whatever you need, you know? And once I see that and bring it to them and all that, they get in their vibe. Because again, you can lose the spirit in the studio quick. And real artists that's on here, they know what I'm talking about. You can rehearse that song so many times. It could just be certain energy in that studio that'll throw everything off. My thing is, if you peeping that, hey, how your mans and them go out there real quick? You know, man's trying to work here. Hey, your man's, you know, roll them up a blunt or something on all that. I don't know these people, so I'm not finna talk to them because I already see when I come in, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm looking at motherfucker. Now, like I say, you know, I'm telling you what I go through and see. So if I'm noticing that, I'm like, damn, okay, that's weird. You know, everybody in the studio, shit. And then, like I say, when you bringing your females around, everybody for some reason think you want that woman and all that. It's like, no, nigga, I'm turned up. I'm hyped. I'm like that line you said. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here. I'm hyping up the song. Who should tell you that one time? That's why I love Liddy and them. This how I knew niggas was real. Liddy homie, the light-skinned dude with the dreads. Sorry, I forgot his name and whatnot. If he watch this, he'll know and he'll merge this. I'm the new nigga in there. What this nigga go do? The nigga, he must have took out a motherfucking couple bands and he set it on the table right next by me, testing me to see if this nigga gonna be on some death shit. Me and him got tight to this day because after the session, I was like, I peep what you did, man. I say, I ain't that type of nigga. You know, obviously because niggas be coming in there on some other shit, but the nigga watching me the whole time to see, all right, let me see what this nigga about. Who's been telling me a lot about you, nigga? Let me see for myself. Ever since then, we've been tight. I still, like, I fuck with people that I can talk to you, not every day, but when we talk, we talking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you put me up on, like, what was the last one? That one thing you supposed to came to when you said they changed the venue. Yeah. I told the same story in front of his people and all that. Niggas shook up and all that. You like, yeah, that's some real nigga shit, you know? My thing is, when you going in people crib and all that, you got folks, they coming in again with that, on that high horse shit. No, nigga. If I see I can't show love here, all right, I still want to record in this booth because I like this engineer and I like, you know, the singers and shit and all that. But for the most part, if I'm in a studio session, it's just how I work. Because for one, I already know how I'm going to deliver this song. I didn't rehearse this song, so it ain't going to take me hours to come in there. People will get jealous and mad at that because it take them weeks and shit just to do one verse or a hook and all that. No, I'll go in there, knock my shit out, and I sit. Hey, is it cool if I sit and chill? I go get a couple bottles, some weed or whatnot. Can I watch y'all record? For me, that's me witnessing history. That's me witnessing greatness. It's a lot of Philly niggas like that, Mills, Papers. It's a lot of people that I met. I'm like, damn, boy, y'all ain't supposed to be on. Like I told my man FG, I say, shit, y'all hot with it. I'm loving that. I'm a fan first, artist second, competitor third. Say that again. Fan first, artist second, competitor third. So once I'm done with me, nigga, I'm in fan mode, you know? Damn, nigga, that was hard you just said. I ain't never thinking no shit like that. That type of shit. When Hooch and all them tell me, they say, bro, you show too much love. Now, a person that's showing love, you're not going to,
what is with him with this too much love stuff? That's the part that I'm not getting. You show too much love. That is not a Philly thing. He said
no,
it is.
No, don't put all Philly in it. Let's pause right there. It's not our own Philly thing. It's the few niggas that we around that's in Philly. I've got a lot of love in Philly, and I showed a lot of love.
I don't get it. I still don't get it. Why you gotta be around people that you can't show love?
Remember I said that throughout the conversation. Entourages. Just because you grew up with these people and they one way with you, they not finna be like that with everybody. And two, everybody is off. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but for the most people that I did get into it with, they was off everything. So again, it's easy to take it there. But me being the understanding dude, like, okay, this nigga different from how he was when he was sober. I see, like, again, I don't judge nobody and all that, but motherfuckers be popping hella perks and a few niggas was on fentanyl and syrup cups and all that. So they waiting to send it up. You motherfucking get hope when you off all that shit. So again, I know how to diffuse any situation. I know how to diffuse any situation and get myself out of situations. My thing is, I don't have to be on Tough Tony time, demon time all the time, because guess what? I just said, I'm not finna let a 15 or 60-second situation get me 60 years. Now I'm finna be around other motherfuckers that ain't got nothing to lose and go through that phase. No, all right, partner, I see you off your shit. I ain't on nothing. I ain't on that type of time. But for the most part, it never led to nothing physical. It's just I know niggas be testing you because they in these squads. Me personally, if I had a problem with you, nigga, we finna step outside on an alley or somewhere. Me and you get off our chest and we going on from there. So I already done peep game. Again, I know this shit all too well. I know when niggas trying to pull something so I can get stumped out or whatnot. Because again, that's just like right now. I'm gonna keep talking about papers because I respect that nigga. I guarantee you, it's a side in Chicago that I know just full of haters. If we in the studio there and how he rap, and again, he another animated person when he rap.
You ain't taking
That
papers,
one person, yeah, that one person, that artist that's supposed to be in top artists out there. Follow me when I say this. You know how he is animated, and he talk that shit. He in his zone. I'm telling him, yeah, these ain't nothing but haters out here. But guess what? Ain't shit gonna happen to you. We in this motherfucker and we out. Point I'm trying to make is they watching. Damn, you supposed to be the top dog out here, nigga. Matter of fact, even I'm gonna break it down. Niggas will get mad because they females singing your song word for word. Damn, bitch, you don't even motherfucking sing my song. That's a problem right there. LaFleur, all the rappers in here, tell me if I'm lying or not. They get mad when, again, that's like you feeling for the next person. You don't even sing my songs like that.
Let me give a shout out to Miss Nina Capone, musical pioneer from Philly, pioneer this radio podcast shit. You know, I've watched her, I've interviewed with her, talked to her. She taught me a lot. She's a legend in the game. Thank you for joining us here on Instagram.
Shout out.
That's right. Look her up, Nina Capone.
Yeah, Shannon, I keep comparing it when you doing your thing. I'm pretty sure you got enemies in the podcast game. You being you doing you. You showing love how you supposed to.
I don't have any enemies. I just do me because I can't be worried about enemies. But I have peeped some things. Oh, I peeped some things. You know what I mean? But whatever I peeped, I don't even care about it. It don't even faze me. You know what I mean? Because I know that only me and myself is going to keep this thing going. You know, no matter what I do, who I bring on or whatever, you know what I mean? It depends on me. You know, I rely on myself. You know, I take it week by week. You know what I mean? I do my own networking. You know what I mean? I do everything. Yeah, Wise, I need you on my podcast. So
you ain't never had nobody try to block you and what they call that shit, the gatekeeping thing when your name come up, because you know it's heavy out here. Look, everywhere.
Listen. What you stuff that you talking about, like, okay, for example, I've been in events where it's media people in there going around, you know what I mean? And I'm not even going around with nothing, a camera, nothing. If anything, I got a cell phone video, you know what I mean? Because first of all, I take marvelous cell phone videos, but I take cell phone videos of mainstream artists, you know what I mean? So people, mainstream artists, put it that way. I do that. I've noticed the cameraman will go all around me, take pictures of everybody, videos of everybody, or will just make sure they go around me. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I've noticed things, you know what I mean? Other podcasts and stuff like that, you know. And then I have podcasts that watch my podcast. Shout out to Simply Ball Dropping Podcast on here tonight. You know what I mean? So it's no hate, you know, and I don't worry about what other people do, you know. I learn a lot.
I knew you about to say that. It's not
people that they don't even know. They don't even know that I be supporting them by watching them.
You're aware of it though, right?
You're just quietly, anonymously picking up things from them, you know what I mean? Or otherwise, I wouldn't know how to do this shit at all. So shout out to the legends that came before me and everybody else that has a podcast right now. And I have friends that call me up and ask me how to do podcasts. I got people that owe me money that ask me could they use my equipment to do podcasts that never did a podcast before. Well, you could take the money that you owe me and purchase a simple mic for some podcast equipment. But thing of it is you don't even have to do that because right now I'm in the zone. In the zone, like I'm not even throwing up all my in the zone means I'm home. I have a studio, but I didn't go. So I don't have, the high definition camera here or whatever. I'm using a laptop. We accomplish the same. Same goals. You know what I mean? We accomplished the same goals.
You remember I wanted to do an event at this Airbnb where I'm at? Perfect spot, right? Now, I think I was trying to get you and another female in it, and I didn't know the past situation or whatnot. But did you see how that went left field when I was just trying to bring everybody to bring their brands to, it was what we was going to call it, the networking party, right? Something like that. Right. Yeah. My thing is, this is how, use my real name, Willie, operate. Damn, y'all be paying thousands of dollars to rent out, for an hour and a half at these certain spots. Not you in particular, I'm just saying in general, when I talk to people. I say the certain spots I be renting, it be off the grid, and privacy, and, you can damn near do like 3-4 things in one, all at one time. My thing is, we was going to have that there. You was going to have the red carpet thing there, the performances over there. If a person wanted to shoot a video down there, do you remember when me, you, and Papers was sitting talking? Every song he was playing me, I was coming up with the visual for the video. So this is how I operate. If we in business mode, because a lot of times the conversation leads to the bag, the conversation leads to ideas, the conversation, depending on the conversation, leads to something, instead of we just sitting here bullshitting, drinking and smoking. So if I'm sitting here like, damn, Shmanny talking about she got Monster, this, that, and the other. You female, you got this, that, and the other. Hey, I will let y'all run it. Do y'all thing. It was a problem on that. It was this, it was that, and that. I'm looking at Papers like, damn, bro, all I wanted to do was put on a nice event. My thing is, that wasn't the first time that happened to me out here. That's why I was saying I have to watch Showing Love and watch trying to bring people together, because I don't know people's history. I don't know how Jersey operate. But my thing was, when the owner said, yeah, that sounds good. Do y'all thing. Just don't tear up my crib. Okay. You didn't have to spend thousands with the white folks and all them. Y'all can bring y'all chips together and all that. I was talking to your barbecue man. I was like, I'm getting hype. I'm like, yeah, we can make this happen. And two, my thing is, I never put on an event. I was just performing at events. So when I'm showing you, that's y'all point of coming out here. I'm showing you like, hey, we can go to Party City or whatever, get the little knickknacks or whatever, set this motherfucker up like $1 million event. Why? Because when I go to New York to them little mansion parties and the little private parties or whatnot, I see how they set up is. It basically be on some like regular industry Hollywood shit. Okay, boom. Y'all had that. My thing is, you putting on for underground artists and those that, need that push, need that little exposure or whatnot. Bam, you giving it to them. And guess what? You sponsored by Monster, sponsored by Wendy's. You sponsored by, like, I have a lot of fucking people that I can work with, but when I come to them with the plan and all that, no, you ain't got enough. You ain't got enough. It's like how Dolomite was on that movie. You remember how all them went in there together? They looking at me alone like, I love your ideas and all that, but you don't have a team. You see me on this end? While you talking, you got that person over there writing, taking notes. You see how this person right here? Thank you. That's all I'm saying, Johnny. So when people be thinking I be talking this and that, I say, no. When I go to these places, I just said earlier, stepping away from the village, coming back with the information and resources. Okay, I lucked up with these few little sponsors that I got and few little people that, hey, when you're ready, come with your team. Hooch will tell you every time he brought me to Philly, I'm looking for people that's, hungry and, trying to get it on. Boom. All right. Somehow it never worked. The egos come in for whatever reason it is. I'll be telling people, I'm not telling you how to run your brand or none of that. I'm just saying, hey, let's get a you know, a nice little, how they do grants and all that. Let's get a nice little proposal. So when I bring it to these folks, I'm like, hey, I'm good with the Wendy's people. So guess what? That clothing line you got partner right there, you can fuck around and talk to this person, and you know, you can create that uniform. How many people is gonna do that? No, they gonna want all the juice for themselves. No, I'm telling these people, yeah, I know some. You think I'm bad, nigga? I got some bad people. Like again, I told you I ain't even met FG LaFleur yet, but he telling me when I come out there, you good, Paul. When he come out here, we good because we got so much music. We can make an album. I mean, we got an album. We can make videos doing this. Like I be telling folks, while we're chilling, we can be working. My thing is, I still have free coupons for this Poconos resorts and mountains. I don't do that. I just want to go there. Hey, wherever we at, let's shoot videos. Let's get some content. That's what I was telling you. Remember I was talking about the hotel rooms and all that? I'm like, hey, instead of just going to these places, chilling and all that, let's put some work in while we there. I watch everything. I keep telling you, every time I talk with you, you won my heart when I seen it was damn near a thunderstorm out there. And you still got your banner and you still interviewing. That's the hustle right there. Rain, sleet, or snow, you put it in.
He said it was a thunderstorm. Right.
Yeah, that's what I watch. Because you're not letting nothing stop you. That's what I'm saying. So that's like if you bringing me to certain folks and all that. Yeah, we'll come with your shit tight. You know what I'm saying? Because these folks, they goddamn it, they the money people. You know, they're gonna put their money up. They want to make sure, goddamn it, it's gonna be a good show. Ain't gonna be no bullshit, and they're gonna get their return. Same way when you going to do a show and you let motherfucker know, I send me the front, and then after the back end, boom. But for the most part, I haven't been lucky enough to put a team together. The niggas that I go back to in Chicago, nigga, they, you know, again, I can't get mad at them. They don't want to travel or go outside the hood. Shit, they don't know what's outside of it.
That was part of the problem with putting together an event up there where you at. It was like we couldn't see our people coming that way. You know what I mean? We couldn't depend on some of them, you know, not the sponsors and the brands, you know, such as that. I'm talking about like the artists and stuff.
You know, when you go to certain, I only been to 2 of them, but you know they have seat fillers and they pay people to come party.
Money, you know, it had to take a lot more promotion, So, you know, I'm working on a program like that now where we need a lot of donations and a lot of sponsors. I'm working on something now.
Shmanny, you never got a call when it was like, drop everything you're doing now, this way you need to be at? You never got one of them calls? And I'm pretty sure you had hella of them, right? When you say that, I respect it. But if you really are artist and you really trying to hustle and do this, that, and other, hey, this way you need to be at right now. It's been parties that's been set up 2 days in advance and all that, and I still dropped everything away.
All my stuff is planned. All my stuff is planned.
Okay, I feel you.
I ain't never had nobody say drop nothing and can you be there?
Okay.
The difference is because of the job that I do.
Yeah, I know that.
It's planned, so.
Yeah, and I get that. You understand? But I'm saying, like, I know that was guaranteed.
I've dropped things that I'm doing to just run out and, you know, support somebody's thing and be like, oh, snap, I want to be there. I've done that, but not have been, you know, in demand to do a job. And whenever I have to do a job, I'm always early.
Yeah, but I'm a traveling person. You feel me? Like, I never stay a place outside where I'm from 3 years. Like, it's almost 3 years here. I see ain't nothing popping. I'm on to the next destination is out there. Yeah, next destination is California. I already got stuff lined up over there. People, like I say, I get folks, they don't want to believe in stuff, and, you know, I get that. But my thing is, if I'm telling folks, y'all, well, I ain't gonna say you, but most people, I didn't introduce them to the money people. I didn't let them talk to the people with the money. I let them talk. I ain't no middleman or nothing. I want you to hear it from the horse's mouth themselves, like how you did with the owner. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Even I told her, you can do weddings and all that stuff here. But for the most part, I get you say planning and all that. But with that, when you telling the folk, hey, this location, like that's what private parties is, you know, invites only and all that other stuff. It's been like 3 days ago. Real talk. I forgot what little city it was down there in Arkansas, but this dude, he has a nice little crib, big crib, and he just let people come to perform. He say, bring your brand, bring people that ain't gonna act the fool or whatnot, mingle with certain people, and while you in that party, like every other party, hey, that's who you need to talk to on this end, this you need to talk to right here and all that. These people are approachable. You got a lot of folks, again, that got the money and all that, and they're not gonna want to rock with you or whatnot, because they, again, on their high horse and they feel you don't make what they make. The people that I know, you can come talk to them. Hey, Shmanny, you been in this how many years? Yeah. Let's see if we can get you national. Hey, you been with this and all that? Like I keep saying, what's stopping me is a team. Hey, I'm not the only bad one on my team. You got her right there. No different from Hollywood. Do you know they had, like I was telling people, thank God I like the internet now. When people putting their skits on and they making little sitcoms on what's your name?
Yeah.
Do you know how they record like probably 15 or 20 minutes of actual acting? They had a laughing machine and all that. It's all the setup. You know what I'm saying? To make it look this way and all that. If you really listen to an old school Martin or something, when a punchline comes, you'll hear the laughing thing. They'll make like it's the same audience. My thing is how you put it on, how you deliver it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have studio secrets to, how you do your voice and all that. If you have a team and everybody doing their part, I guarantee you every event that you throw out there, no matter if it's a week in advance and all that, hey, if you say you're an artist right now, nigga, drop what you doing. This where you need to be at. That's how I rock. Because guess what? When I first met you, when I was in North Carolina, I dropped everything I was doing when we first got in this Airbnb and drove all the way to North Carolina because I needed to perform there and I met who I needed to meet. So guess what? In the future, hey, you remember me? I came down here. Oh, yeah. You finally got your shit together? Now, I still ain't got a team, but, if you need a verse or a hook or something, let me know.
You said finally got to sit together.
Nobody that's in the business got on just them. They had to have a team. Nobody. And they lying if they tell you that. Because them suits and ties will rape you all your money.
It's hard work. It's hard to keep a good team as well. You know what I mean? It's hard because sometimes if the team don't all have the same dream, you know what I mean? They don't all have the same goal. It's hard. It's really hard. Some people, you can connect with, but still that goal is still not the same. And, it just doesn't come out to the result that you thought that it would come out to. So
and
it's
I'm gonna
hard.
tell you why. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? Ego.
We gotta kind of wrap this thing down.
Let me say this before we leave. Let me say this one thing before we leave. Right now, if it's me, you, Papers, and everybody else you just named, them FG, we sitting down. Guess what? If all the other ideas not working and this one idea gonna pop, we're gonna put all our eggs in this basket. But you don't have that because of ego. Again,
it's hard to work with, dog. You gotta understand that.
No, I'm saying if you want something to really work, this is the talkers from the doors. If what I got ain't going on right now and yours is a guaranteed pop, we're going to put our eggs in your basket. We're going to support you to get up there because guess what? The next person going to be up after that. But I thank you for rocking with me and your crowd and all that. But yeah, it ain't nothing but real talk when we talking, man. That's what's stopping people, the egos. If it's not their idea, they don't want to be a part of it. They don't want to, again, everybody, they don't want to have their own plate and all that. They want the whole goddamn meal. No, dude. You don't remember the saying? I eat at the table where I start went on the floor. People, they got egos these days. You ain't even on yet. And how the fuck you got an ego? You feel me?
Well, that's the message. That's the message, We got to start building together. We got to start carrying the weight, because we talked about that. That really stood out, for me. Like, everybody have to carry their own weight, The hatred has to be put away. The whole nine, just you got to show up. You got to stand up for yourself, show up for yourself, keep your hands out your pockets. You don't have to come to an event strapped expecting something to happen and, you know, giving people the side eye. You know what I mean? It's not the way to network, you know. And if that's the problems that you're having, then you need to network in better places. You know,
Sure.
it's just not the right place for you, because you express this all through this whole conversation, that you're not in the right places. Okay. So I sat here and I listened to you. Okay. And you expressed that you are not in the right places. You know,
Maybe I'm just not a likable guy, I guess. I guess I'm not a likable guy.
You need a new experience. You need a new experience. Okay.
No, because them will be the same people once you get on. You ain't did nothing for the hood. You ain't try to put nobody on. No, that's the message there. Soon as before you up there. Huh?
I'm gonna make sure that you don't miss this experience and this stuff that I'm doing now. You know, this is your time right here on the podcast. So I'm not gonna talk about the other things that we're gonna do. You know, it's time. We're gonna have time for that. But I can talk to you off camera, you know, about different things that we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna rock with it.
Supposed to do this, but I think that you're in the wrong places. And I just want to thank you for coming on today, you know, because I needed to have somebody, and you definitely got my back. You came through in a pinch, drop what you're doing, and come on the podcast. You did that for me, and, I'm really grateful.
I love you, man.
We got to get out of here, because if we go over this 2 hours, I can't replay it again without sitting on the head.
Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, Professional Asshole. That's where I'm popping at right now.
Make sure y'all check him out on TikTok, Professional_Asshole. He got some shit. I'm on every day. He's constantly on there, and like I said, if you don't monetize that thing, man,
you gotta get to 10,000 followers. I ain't got that yet. I'm at almost 4.
1,000. Ain't it 1,000?
That's to go live.
Yeah, to go live. You gotta have 10 to monetize it.
I don't know all that. I'm learning it though. But let me say this before we dip out. Hey, I want y'all to go listen to Paul Man featuring FG LaFleur. Don't Bother Me. That's my latest joint out right now. Let me know how y'all feel that. I sent it to you, Johnny. It's called Paul. It's on all platforms. Paul Man featuring FG LaFleur. LA_FLARE. Don't Bother Me. That's a little smooth joint, and that'll sum up all what I was talking about today. We did our thing on that, and my boy came in the clutch. Salute, and I'm up out of here. All
right. I was gonna see if I could get it.
Oh yeah. Paul Man, FG LaFleur.
Don't Bother Me. Hold on.
Yeah.
See if I can take us out. We got like 1 minute. All right, let me see.
Yeah, that boy's smooth. Yeah, that boy elevated that hook too, boy. He brought the hook.
We back up in this thing. Yeah. I'm so blessed and way up, trying to get my pay up. The jealousy don't bother me. I don't pay it no mind. My time is spent. I'm on the grind, and I do this all the time. I got them diamonds on my neck, and I'm all about a check. With the winning comes baby, but the hate don't bother me. I don't pay it no mind. My time is spent. I'm on the grind.
Yeah.
My time is spent. I'm on the grind, but that hate don't bother me. Yeah, that hate don't bother me. The bullshit and bad vibes I don't entertain. I'm strictly about my business. Don't care to talk or hang. They say I'm acting strange. Different cause I've changed. A
All platforms. Streaming from Spotify.
Fill the honey, just a fresh updated print. Far from bougie, I'm just curbing all the ignorant.
Make sure y'all get that full song. We out of here.
Common sense. Lessons learned from a painful experience. Stand alone cause I gotta get it on my own.